Going through periods of uncertainty, of not knowing the final outcome, really promotes growth. And I'm beginning to realize this when I'm not too sure of the protocol or the operations or anything with my business or with my life. I start becoming creative. I start thinking of solutions. I start trying to find an answer. I start trying to find a way, path. And then that's where the magic happens, as long as I come into balance and I stay focused. And I think that's important, because in life it's important to feel things. We're supposed to feel things to see if they make sense and then come into balance, and that looks different for every person. I think in our modern day society there's a lot of ways to bypass the feeling and just automatically feel good and get that gratification, get that dopamine rush. You know, when you're feeling sad, take a pill. When this happened, have some alcohol or something else to numb you. You know, nothing is inherently bad. It's just the relationship that we have with it, the friends that we surround ourselves with, the food that we put into our body, the social media that we consume, the TV shows that we watch. Nothing is inherently bad. Who am I to tell you what's better? It's our relationship with these certain things, and as a human experience, we're supposed to heal things, not run away. No escapism. I want to feel everything. So like a debate, what's better, weightlifting or yoga? Well, what works for you? I would say they're both good, and we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving. So I may like yoga at this stage of my life, and then I may like weightlifting at this stage of my life. Life is always evolving, life is always changing. So if someone's like, Michael, what book would you recommend? I would say, like, where are you at in your life? What would interest you before I recommend something? With any mentor or guide or any organization that promotes connection and bringing people together, I think it's important for them to lead you, but not control you. Any organization, system, religion, spiritual group, whatever, can control you, and they can also lead the horse to water, but then you have to drink. So you need to discern what feels right for you. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, because not everything feels right. Listen to the creators who you're speaking to. You might not like hearing me, and that's okay, because the energy and vibration and intention behind everything, you can feel that. Another thing that's important to me is being of service. I live a life of service, and I think that's crucial before I can lead. Let me caveat that to lead a life of service, you also have to take care of yourself. I have to make sure that I'm eating the right food that nourishes my body, that I'm surrounding myself with the right people, that I'm not draining my energy, that I'm consuming the media that uplifts me for the most part. And I'm not going to be perfect all the time, but it's about coming into union, coming into balance with myself over and over and over again as I evolve through this process of life and learn the different lessons, so I don't repeat the same things over and over again. I don't want to say mistakes, but I just say like the same lessons. There's different things that I learned. Like when I started my cinnamon bun bakery during the pandemic, I kind of wanted to keep it separate from my personal brand. But with my current marketing business, I want to show the full process. I want to show the behind the scenes instead of keeping it separate. I am the business. I put my energy and intention into it. For the bakery, I ended up showing the process, but it was more of after the fact. Now I'm showing both, so I'm hitting it on different angles. I only learned to do that from experiencing it and doing the other way. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, but it's the method that I like, that works for me. So whatever you decide to do, or whoever you decide to hang around with or watch, make sure you use your own discernment and see if it makes sense to you and really feel things, because life is about feeling and experiencing, but also always coming down to your balance. And your balance looks different, and what you like right now looks different. We're always evolving, we're always adjusting, but it's about being mindful and aware to the changes happening around us. Okay, everything is changing. It's crazy. It's bonkers. I wish you well. Peace.